Hey guys, it's Becky. I am back with another process video. Today I'm going to be using Vicky Bouton's collection, All the Good Things, for my layout. This piece right here is going to serve as my background. Right here I'm showing you all these little hands that I had cut out of my silhouette. Here's her mixed media pad. I will pull a little bit out of there, mostly flowers that I fussy cut because I cannot help myself. I have to do it. Now it's really a shame that I had to sacrifice the backside of that paper. It is so pretty, right? It has a script on it and these like dangly jewels. It was really pretty, but I did sacrifice it and I had only gotten one of those. This piece right here I am going to use as a corner piece, but I had also backed the largest hand with that paper as well. Right there's where I just cut off the corner. So I'm just going to go ahead and layer these two hands around the photo. I did cut, I think, 3 of them. One of them I didn't use, and then I cut some little hands that were solid, and I am going to use a couple of those, and then the rest I just sent off to a friend because I probably am not going to use these hands again. They're really cool. Now, when I went on the Silhouette Studio, I was looking for hands, and I did purchase 2 different kinds. I got this one, which I thought was really cool with this swirly bit, and I got another one that was a hand, and then there was all these cutouts that were inside the hand. Also very cool, but it was very detailed, and I was concerned about how my silhouette would be able to cut it in such a small scale. So this is the one I went with. It's very cool. Right here I'm showing you the thickers I'm going to use for part of my title, and the LE Studios stickers that I'm also going to use for part of my title. My title is Talk to the Hand because this is a photo of Jim and I in the car, and I'm trying to take a selfie with him, and he sticks his hand up like he has no sense at all. He was not playing nicely. I was taking this photo for a friend of mine had put something on my Facebook page talking about, you know, post a selfie, blah, blah, blah. So I was trying to do one for this particular thing that she had put on my page. I hardly ever participate in those, but this time I thought, well, I will. And I did. And Jim just is bonkers. Up here, this die cut I'm going to use, it says All Kinds of Awesome, and I stuck 2 hands behind it. The curly part of the hand is overlapping the die cut, so you don't see the hand, but you can see the curly loops. The flower that you see me there playing with right there, that was cut out of one of the papers on the mixed media paper pad. I didn't get a whole lot, you can see right there. Yeah, I didn't get a whole lot of her 12 by 12 papers, so I did go ahead and get the pad. I thought I would like that. She did have a video up, which is really cute, and I haven't followed any of the tutorial she had on there, but she made like, I can't even remember how many cards with her paper pad. It was really interesting to watch. I think she's been on the scene for a while, I reckon, but this collection is the first I have heard of her. Of course, I'm not in the know, so don't get me wrong, I don't know all the things, and I really like her a lot. She has a really great personality. I've watched a couple clips of her, Vicky Bouton, at the Creativation. She's very interesting to watch, and she just seems to have a really good personality, so I really enjoyed watching that. Right here I'm showing you this Tim Holtz stencil. I'm going to use these enamel accents through it. Now, this stencil, I can't remember what it's called, but there's all these little bits in it, right? When I put the enamel accents down, I get a lot of air bubbles. At first it was really annoying me, but sitting here looking at it, it actually is quite cool. It's almost like someone had splashed milk on my page, right? And the milk had those little air bubbles in it. It's actually quite cool. I like it. I'll probably do that again. Maybe I'll try that with stencil. It's not so delicate, because this stencil, it's kind of like splashes. It's kind of splashy. I can't remember what it's called. Alright, so it's a little later in the day now. It's like 10 o'clock. Earlier this morning, I did a voiceover for my 3rd layout for the Mini Kit Mondays. Guys, it was awful. I'm going to go ahead and apologize. I didn't go back and redo it, but it was bad. I have learned at this point I cannot do no voiceovers early in the morning because my brain has not clicked, right? I have nothing to say. So here I'm going to go ahead and do this bit here, and I'm going to do one over on the right hand side of that hand with the dots as well. So, oh my gosh, I have something exciting coming up, but I can't tell you about it just yet. You guys have to stay tuned. It's so exciting. I'm totally screwing with you. I'm being a jerk. Don't you hate it when the YouTubers do that? They're like, oh my gosh, I have something and it's coming up and you have to stay tuned. Why are you even mentioning it if you can't mention it? That stuff, I almost did it. That stuff drives me crazy. It's like, why are you mentioning it? Stop doing that. You're making me crazy. I don't have anything exciting coming up. I'm just being a jerk. You know, once you have the cancer, you're supposed to be nicer, right? And appreciate all the people so much more and all that. I think I've gotten to be even more of a jerk. Now I'm like, I ain't got time for this. Bye. I think I've turned into more of a jerk. That's not a good thing. That is not a good thing. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start building my clusters. I like that little piece right there. It's kind of like I want to say medallion, but that's not the word I'm thinking of. It's another M word. And I went ahead and cut it in half. I'm putting one side, or half of it on this side with the blue hand and half of it on the side with the dotted hand, just to kind of balance that out a little bit. Here I'm going to go ahead and commit to this word phrase up here. I did layer up some flowers behind it, and I am going to keep my little curly cute hands sticking in there. I have kind of one of those green ones and one of those blue. I love the blue in this collection. It's kind of purpley, but it's blue, but not, I don't know, is it periwinkle? It looks darker than periwinkle to me. I don't know. It is beautiful. I love this color of blue. I like this collection a lot. It's just vibrant. I really like it. I'm going to go ahead and put down around the page some of the enamel pieces that I had got. I accidentally got a couple of these because I had ordered this, I think, from Scrapbook.com, and then I placed an order from a Cherry on Top, but I thought I didn't get these, but I had gotten these, and so I have them twice because I'm just ridiculous that way. Right here I'm trying to fill up this little, see that space right there next to hand? It is just a big, I mean, what am I going to put there? It looks blank because I know I'm going to put my journaling over underneath that cluster. So I'm going to have this big old space unless I want to write even more journaling, in which case I don't. I didn't draw lines because I don't know, probably can't see this on this background. It is a grid. So the paper's yellow and there's just a little bit of a deeper yellow that makes the grid. So I didn't need to draw lines because I had the little boxes. Right here I'm showing you the Heidi Swapp Color Shine in Black. I'm going to give that a splatter around the page. Not too much. I just mostly wanted to fill in that spot between that top cluster and the photo, kind of to tie it in. That's where I pull out those other two hands to fill that up. Apparently I didn't do the splatters yet. Probably didn't want to mess them up putting these hands down. I'm also going to tuck a little flower under there just to keep the flower thing going because there's a flower in all the spots at this point. I'm going to go ahead and stick those together and put them down. Okay, well this is taking me a minute for some reason. I am using liquid adhesive for that, as you can see. I'm going to go ahead and add another little dot down there by that hand right there, just to kind of fill up that space a little bit. I'm going to make sure I get some of the black splatters above those hands because there's that space on the left hand side of the T. I will make sure I get something in there just because it's a little bit empty right there and I kind of wanted to fill it up, right? I'm using this pen. You get a little bit more fine of a splatter when you tap it on something hard, and down there at the bottom I didn't want it to go awry, so that's what I did. Alright guys, after I do that, I do not do anything else to this layout. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.